for everyone saying, why are we speaking on behalf of Edward? Edward can speak for himself, but we all know that in any type of criminal proceeding, whether it's a minor offense or it's a drug charge or it's a murder, you really shouldn't speak about it until the case is closed.
We're talking about the Ed shit still?
He already explained it. Go watch the 4-minute video.
If it happened yesterday, I would be, but it happened a long time, like 3 years ago.
They want him to say it's his CP. They want him to say that. That's what they're looking for.
It isn't about not caring. If it's true and he gets convicted of that, that will be something, all right.
I think the big disconnect is that Ed's not a catcher. Ed's just a dude.
Ryan, it explains all of it.
It literally,
I watched. It got rated. That's it.
Why? No, it's
How
not
can
it.
you not understand that?
Sometimes the police are a little less than forthright and honest, and sometimes they bend the truth to punish.
Where's your evidence that Ed is under investigation for CP? He just happened to be someplace where they were looking at somebody else.
I saw a document. I saw a document. Ed had CP. You're jumping to too many conclusions.
You should ask his brother.
I don't know his brother. Like, how would I ask you? What do you mean ask his brother?
I don't know his brother either, but it was his brother's house, right, Ed?
Yeah. So
is your brother a pedophile?
No, I don't believe my brother's a pedophile.
Bro, why should we not find it interesting that the case is almost 4 years old and doesn't happen? Like, they don't drag shit. Like, it's just kind of stuck there.
Edward's done more for this community than some of the catchers in this community.
I totally agree with that. Dude, if they were gonna, if they would have found an ECP, they would have charged people with it.
Absolutely.
I was arrested for drugs during the raid for child porn. Therefore, they're not gonna, if they have no case, if they don't have me as a suspect on there, they have no case. Like, they would have to throw out the charges against me.
All an incident report is the initial paperwork filled out before the police report is filed.
Right.
It means absolutely fucking nothing.
No, that's what I said earlier. Anybody could fill out. I've filled out so many incident reports. It's not even funny. It's just nothing. It's a witness statement, basically, is all that really is.
Yeah,
it's an
that's
incident
it.
report. It's just, you know.
That wasn't Edward's house that got raided. He just happened to be there at the time.
The only charge against him, and I ran through every file that Polk County had, including background on Ed.
Yeah, he was squeaky clean.
I paid like $16-17 for 3 different accounts.
He's not. His brother was.
All someone had to do was make an accusation that there was CP in the house.
So you would at least know about
the police got a
anything about
warrant,
that.
and everybody in the house is being suspected. There is nothing on him for CP.
Nice.
All there is an incident report, which is the initial paperwork filed by the police officers, and that's it.
Do you know how many tips the NCMEC receives every year?
So you're So you're saying it's irrelevant.
30, let me answer the question for you. 30 million every year. Do you know how many charges are brought for state and federal child porn charges are brought every year? No,
how much?
6,000.
What was the conversation?
We go from 30 million tips to 6,000 charges. So somewhere along the line, Ryan, NCMEC loses about 29,920,000 worth of tips. Are you implicating all 30 million people?
Anybody can make that. Anybody who can make that claim. Anybody can call anybody. That's like one of the biggest claims, like I said earlier, too, is with like scorned a lover. A scorned lover could just call and say, hey, I saw, CP on his phone. And that could just be it. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can. That claim gets made so many times senselessly. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, everyone has a right to question something that comes out, but you need to listen from the two sides and then form your opinion or whatever, right? and then learn how to read information, official information, not just go with like the day, the name and the charge. Just look at the dates and the address. Like
Ed has always been a solid dude. I mean, I get people got questions. I got questions, but you know what, bro? At the end of the day, are we really gonna throw the dude under the bus because that popped up?
What do you mean they did? If they found it, they would have charged somebody with it by now, right? I mean, it's been 42
No.
months.
No investigation at all.
You just asked.
Yeah, you know why it's still open? Because they want us to plea on the drug charges.
I know people that have had their houses raided. I've been not in a house where it's raided, but known about the raid, let's say it that way. And everybody is put in the documents.
It was his brother's house. The complaint was on his house. And Ed happened to be there. And Ed got busted for drugs. And his only charge is drugs. And he's said that like 20 times at this point.
You can refer to my previous statement I did. It's a 4-minute live where I talk about what happened. I'm not going to sit here and address it on every single panel, every single minute of every single day. I'm done.
Yeah,
Go watch my 4-minute
Ed, every 5 minutes. Let's do this. Every 5 minutes.
Let's put a banner.
There is nothing on Ed. And until he actually pleads guilty or is found with evidence, these people have absolutely no argument against him.